All right, hello everyone and welcome. My name is John, and in this video I want to talk to you about the importance of surrender when we practice meditation. Now, this has nothing to do with style or techniques. This is an actual requirement, and we have to find a way to access it no matter what technique or practice you're engaging in. So I'm going to share with you my understanding of this and how we can apply it effectively. Okay, so first, what is meditation? Meditation is a process of releasing illusion and embracing clarity. It's a process of letting go of the false sense of self and reality, seeing clearly, experiencing the truth of who you are and the true nature of reality, of life, of the universe. So essentially, we have energy flowing through us and into us all the time. The power of existence is already being given to you constantly. And we also have absolutely pure, infinite consciousness flowing into us and through us all the time. But the movements of the mind are disturbing it. These are like waves on the surface of the ocean. You would think that the ocean isn't clear, but underneath those waves, if we can get those thoughts and emotions to settle, this natural clarity and brightness and energy can flow through us freely, fully, as it is designed to do. Now, because we have not been allowing this to happen naturally, we've come to a lot of limited and false concepts of who we are and of what life is and how everything works. But those who have gone deeply into this, down these paths of meditation, into these experiences of enlightenment and awakening, they all have the same message, that there's nothing, it's not about becoming anything more. It's not about acquiring anything you don't have. We just have to let the movements of thought and emotion settle so that this natural clarity, pure consciousness, brightness, power of existence just flows through us. So in order to do that, in order to move into that state of being, that experience of deep meditation, we need to apply this concept of surrender. We have to surrender all these things that are getting in the way, that are disturbing this natural flow of who we are. So there's 4 key words or attitudes that I want to focus on in this video, and those are non-resistance, non-striving, non-judgment, and trust. So we're going to break all those down so that you understand how to actually experience these in the moment. Okay, so non-resistance. Just imagine for a second this concept, whatever it means to you. Absolute non-resistance. This means that no matter what we feel, no matter what experience we're having, no matter what's going on in our lives or in the world, whatever has or hasn't happened, it's fine. It may not actually be fine in terms of your external world and your life situation, but in order to enter meditation, it has to be fine. Or else we'll never find that peace, that calmness, because all these things that we resist, these things we don't like, those are disturbing us. And our goal now is to free ourselves from absolutely all disturbance, so that internally we're as clear and bright as possible. So we have to come to this attitude of non-resistance. A great example of this in the natural world is water. Water moves all around the planet constantly. It never tries to go anywhere. It doesn't try to make anything happen. It doesn't fight against things. It doesn't avoid obstacles. It doesn't even judge anything as an obstacle or a problem. It just always, no matter what, is just flowing, finding the absolutely easiest way. Water always takes the path of least resistance because it itself is not resisting anything. So we have to find a way to feel this for ourselves. And of course, when we're stressed and upset, we're not finding it. But as you're focusing on your breath, moving into meditation more and more, calming yourself, you start to feel like, okay. Even though there's a whole lot of BS happening, a lot of nonsense in the world, right now internally, None of it is disturbing us. None of it is affecting you. You are not resisting anything at all. So that's super important. So the next piece we need is non-striving. Everyone is full of desire. We have a lot of desire for improvements, things we want to happen, things we want not to happen. This causes our mind to always be chasing after things, striving to get to a better life, a better future, a better moment, constantly trying to get anywhere else other than right here, right now. That's striving. The mind is seeking fulfillment somewhere other than in this present moment. So of course that disturbs our clarity and brightness. That is preventing our energy and consciousness from actually being as full as it could possibly be, as full as it really is. So as soon as we start talking about like freedom from desire, releasing all desires, a lot of people kind of immediately shut their ears off. This is not a teaching of how to act and live in the external world. This is how to access deeper levels of consciousness. In your life, you're still going to have goals and dreams and visions, and you're still going to be taking action, moving forward in life. We're part of life, and life has to grow. If we don't grow, we become stagnant and we suffer. So, freedom from desire doesn't mean you give up on all the things that are meaningful to you in the world. It means that we understand that right now, the reason I don't feel peace, the reason I don't feel absolute wholeness and completeness is because of desire. My mind is striving to figure things out. How do I get there? Oh, should I go over there instead? Would that be better? I'd much rather be over there. All of that makes sense in the world of action, but internally it's only disturbing us and preventing us from accessing our true power and the true clarity and wisdom that guides us, that lets us more easily choose which way to go. So we have to be able to release our desire to be anywhere other than right here, right now. This is extremely important in meditation, because if you're constantly striving to get somewhere else, then you'll never be able to be fully present. And so you won't access your true power and true clarity. Okay, so the next piece is non-judgment. And the way I want to explain this is to just have you close your eyes, bring your mind back inside your body, and just notice what you feel. What are you feeling in your body right now? Well, there's kind of some buzzing in my hands. Oh, my eyes are kind of twitching a bit. Oh, my chest feels really warm. Okay. Now, try it again, but this time, don't use any words in your mind. Don't describe anything at all. Don't judge any of it. Just actually experience it without the mental commentary, without defining anything as pleasant or unpleasant, desirable or undesirable. You're just having a pure experience inside yourself, in your own awareness, in the moment. We can't bring judgment into that. As soon as we start judging it, we're back in our mind. We're back living in our thoughts, instead of being fully embodied as a being of energy and consciousness in this moment. So judgment is constantly giving rise to labels and analyzing, and thinking about things, having this whole mental commentary accompanying your experience, which just splits off your focus. Instead of purely experiencing something, you're experiencing a little bit, but you're very aware of like what you think about it. And so we want to get rid of this so that you're just purely experiencing. Okay, so that resistance, that striving, that judgment, these are all the things that we surrender. Let those go, and we just experience within ourselves purely. Not trying to get anywhere else, not running away from anything, not judging, just being right there right now. But it's hard to surrender. It's hard to let go of all these things, especially when like we're hoping to gain some benefit from our practice, and like, well, what if I'm not doing it right? Or am I breathing correctly? Am I placing my awareness in the right place? There's a lot of doubt and uncertainty and stress that can arise from wanting to practice correctly and wanting to gain benefit. And so trust is what is going to really let us deepen this sense of surrender. You can't fully surrender all of this unless you have a sense of trust that it's the right thing to do, that it's going to help you, that this actually is a good idea. If we're still uncertain, if we still have doubt, until our doubt starts to get replaced by trust or belief or faith, then we're going to be shaky. We're going to be prone still to disturbance. So when we practice surrender, we're letting go of the resistance, the striving, the judgment, and we find this sense of trust. That unlocks your ability to relax completely. Everyone has the ability to relax at any time, but if we don't feel safe, if we don't trust that it's all going to be okay, we're not going to achieve total relaxation. And which means we still have stress, which is blocking some of our potential from flowing through. So we absolutely need to develop trust or faith or belief. And it doesn't matter what you trust in. You can trust in the powers of the universe to flow through you, or you can trust in science that tells you that your nervous system is calming down and releasing all these neurochemicals that are beneficial. You can just trust in a friend who was like, hey, I think you should try meditating. Or you trust in something you read in a book or something you heard in a video. It doesn't matter the reason, but the experience of trust is very important and is going to help you go deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, so I want to encourage you to practice this. Play with it this week. Play with it for the rest of your life. Find out for yourself, okay, what does non-resistance feel like? What does non-striving feel like? What does non-judgment feel like? What can I place my trust in? And just notice that if like those become the key elements of your practice, your goal is to apply those to whatever technique you're using, or even if you have no technique and you're just existing in this state of being. Use these concepts to allow these deeper energies and clearer consciousness to flow through you. And then you will start to know yourself on a deeper level. And you will start to see the world more clearly. Okay, so I really hope this helps you. If you enjoyed this video, we want to hear more tips like this, please hit the subscribe button and also consider checking out the online courses that I have available. So you might find something there that you've been looking for. And I really hope to see you back here for another video real soon. All right, peace.